Odd thing happened when I started up my computer. It was sending the audio through my monitor. And though I've told it several times that my default audio output is my headset. Whatever. Welcome back, guys. Last episode was major grinding. Yeah. So, now since that's all done, and hopefully progress. That was not the time, Karen. Okay. Let's battle May. Let's see what she got. Oracle. With white smoke. And it's level 14. Okay. Wingull, please do something. It has curse. Oh boy. It is setting up curses, and it's dead. Okay, so that problem number one gone, because Torkoal could have been a problem. Could have been a big problem. Mudkip. I guess I'll use Zigzagoon. I'm afraid that Zigzagoon's not strong enough to take it on. And also, I'm pretty sure that Headbutt actually deals more damage right now due to Stab. Plus, I have a chance to flinch. The Cut would do 100, Headbutt's doing like... What's Headbutt's base power again? It's 80 or 70? 70. Yeah, Headbutt's doing slightly more damage. Okay, Mudkip got stun locked and yeah. Ending on a crit. And that's all she had. What? What? What do you mean that's all she has? Okay, well... Okay, so I spent a whole lot of time training for her for what appears to be nothing. Ah, the Miracle Seed. If only I had a Pokemon, you know, that would actually make good use out of it. Also, Snubbull is not the Pokemon we want to have in the league here. Just because I don't want to take the off chance that it gets stuck and... yeah. So, over here is the new area. But you'll see that we can't get into it because we need strength. I see. I know where my hidden items are. So I really got, like, nothing out of that. Interesting. Okay, we're gonna run back over into the other routes just to pick up the other trainers for our Pokenav. I think is only one of them, but I think it's just the young trainer here. Damn, the C-Dot. That's pretty hard to find here, unless they up its Then let me double check the trainers here. I don't think these trainers, yeah. Oh, no, she does. Okay. It doesn't really matter. Probably not going to come back for a while. Okay, on to Dewford. Alright, so, first off, get the old rod. Second off, where's my free items here? Silk Scarf, that's nice. That's gonna be pretty useful. Silk Scarf on Whismur is actually gonna be super strong here. The extra 20% damage or whatever is probably overpowered at this stage. Now I need to figure out, do I get anything from... I don't think I do. I can't remember. I know that I can come back here later and get Sludge Bomb. Okay. So, here's the thing. I can get a couple... Okay, let's look at Deck Snap. There's... Not showing the fishing Pokemon. Okay, the two Pokemon I can get from fishing here are Tentacool and Magikarp. And technically speaking, I can go over into here, and this is a different route. Technically speaking. And the same thing can be said by coming up here. This is also a different route. However, fishing on them with the old rod will just give me the same results. So, yeah. So I'm just gonna fish up one time in here. Let me double check. Register that. Double check. 19 Pokeballs. That seems good. And let's put Snubbull in the front. So I'm guaranteed another water type here. Realistically, I want a Tentacool. Got it. Cool. Gyarados, or Magikarp, is just not as useful here. Also, I don't know if I can damage this. I don't think I can damage this. And Snubbull's gonna quickly start taking damage. Okay, got it. 1, 2, 3. I think we're good. Okay, so Tentacool. My Tentacool can replace Zigzagoon, which I might do. Okay. So, now, I could go into the cave. I don't think I'm going... Well, the cave actually has a Pokemon in it that I could catch. I'm gonna come over and do this first. Actually, I already know how tough this is gonna be. So... Whatever. I'll just talk to this and show you what this is... why this guy is standing in front of the gym. So, how's it going? Essentially, they made it so that you have to catch a flying type. So yeah. If I do not so in this area there's Wingull, Ledyba, Halo, and Combee. I need to catch a Tailo to progress. So if I do not find a Tailo, I'm gonna have to keep searching around and catch one. Obviously that's not gonna count towards my actual thing, and obviously Wingull does not count as well. So yeah. So also, so this guy is talking about how he's been taking care of this place, and that he can't do it because he's old. So there's these fighter guys that are messing up the trees, and we need to stop them. We are not going to. Not for now. The reason being because they are really strong. And yeah, it's just not reasonable to do it. So we're gonna come back and fight them later. Yeah, so first, let's work on catching a Tailo. I actually want to use Snubbull to catch it, because it'll weaken its attack. Ooh, a free escape rope. Also, you'll notice that even though Zigzagoon's given me a ton of these items, I haven't used them. Haven't like sold them off or anything, cash to buy stuff. One, because I don't really need to right now, and two, I don't think that's exactly fair. So this is my encounter for the route, for this section. And I crit it, and it's dead, and so much for that. Okay, so not catching anything here. Also, you can see that there's Combee here. So obviously Combee can evolve into Vespiquen if it's female, and the ROM maker made it so that male Combees also have an evolution, I think. Haven't seen what it is. And yes, I still won't see what it is. But I have to catch this thing. It's not going to be part of the actual party. It's just here to meet the requirement for the Nuzlocke, or for getting into the gym. Would it be amazing to actually have on my team? Oh, you betcha. This is something we have to remember. If I run into a Tailo or a Swallow on a different route, I do have to actually catch it. Okay. So let's go and progress through here. Gonna have to battle a couple guys, but that's fine. Thank God your thing expired. This is a lot rougher than I thought it'd be. This is really doing a lot of damage. God damn. That was a level 15, so you can see all the training that I did completely doesn't matter anymore, because everything is already higher level than me, and yeah. Like I said, the trainers that the game wants you to go and fight are just a bit too... I meant to use Uproar. Okay, thank God it used Recover. I would not have lived that. Gotta use Wingull to get through this. Wingull is confused. It hurt itself in confusion. This is really bad. Combusken, can you do the job here? Kind of can, but not really. Snubbull. Snubbull's got this. Okay. Yes, a Magikarp. Oh, that makes it so much easier. $26. Okay. Okay, I have plenty of health. Okay. Those two trainers out of the way. So. Let me get the free items I get here. So. I don't know how I want to do this. Caves are a little tricky because certain Pokemon can only be found on certain parts of the cave. So... I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one encounter for the first floor and then one encounter for the second and third floors. So it's 2 encounters total for this. Got a Mankey. That's really nice. Although I've already got a fighting type with Combusken, so I guess it doesn't matter. So if we look at the Dex Nav, there's 8 different things. Which I know one is Zubat. I know one is Makahita. I know... That's all I know. So, we're gonna put Combusken in the front for now. Just because I am gonna go down to the next floor. And you'll see that... So... I mean, this is just to further solidify my point of why I'm having 2 different encounters for this cave. So there's 8 different encounters there. And now if I look at my Dex Nav, I can't see anything because it's broken. But you can see that there are different encounters. But this is a bug with the thing when you go into a place that you need to flash for. Oh, it fixed itself for half a second. But you can see there are different encounters down here. So, some of them are the same, but like, Aaron can be caught down here, Sableye can be caught down here. So it does make a difference. Especially when this is already pretty hard. You kind of need every advantage that you can get. Okay, this can't one-shot me, unless it crits with an Astonish. Fortunately, we have Whismur. I really wish Whismur had, like, Yawn. Sableye does not have a good catch rate. I'm gonna run out of Pokeballs. Don't kill... Oh, the Astonish did, like, nothing. And it crit. Okay, that's scary. Okay. We're out of there. So Sableye is definitely gonna be a help. Here's Makahita. We're definitely gonna kill him. Easy XP. Sableye is super useful here. So we're definitely going to immediately add this onto the team. For now, we'll get rid of Zigzagoon. His time has pretty much expired. So, essentially, the 3 Pokemon that are really going to make this gym a breeze is going to be Wingull, Sableye, and Snubbull. And you can see, wild Pokemon are on my level, which is just ridiculous in my opinion. I spent almost an hour leveling, and it just didn't matter. But yeah. So, wild Pokemon being on my level means that this is going to be very difficult. Also, remember there's no marks at Dewford for some dumb reason. So I'm gonna try and find a solo trainer here. And I figured there was one. I couldn't remember exactly. I kind of remember the layout. And Snubbull will make this gym a lot easier than what it would normally be because it has Intimidate. But you can see that person's level 17. Like, that is one trainer with a single Pokemon, level 17. That's higher than all of my Pokemon, which probably means that the gym leader has something around level 20. Although, while we're at it, we're probably strong enough to take on these guys. Yeah, I need you to stop training here. We get gym leader music. We are definitely going to charm him, even though he just did that. And he crit me because focus energy, and there goes Snubbull. See what I said about these guys being really hard, and he crit me, so there goes that. Yeah, when I said those guys were hard, I meant it. Yes, I defeated the black belts. I get a lucky egg. Oh, right. He gives you a lucky egg, which makes everything 10 times easier now. Well, twice as easy. Getting extra XP in combat. Really nice. Alright, but, yeah, you can see that I'm not exactly surprised that I lost 2 of my Pokemon, especially 2 of the ones that I needed to beat the gym, because of the fact that that thing is, pray that it crits and bypasses all the stat drops I gave it, and use Revenge, on a Hitmontop, so Revenge, you know, doing like 100 plus base power, plus stab, plus it's on a Pokemon that's really strong for where you're at in the game, plus crit. Yeah. That's, you're just done for. And then my other thing got crit too, so. Snubbull, goodbye, nice knowing you. Snubbull would have actually been so good. Intimidate's such a broken thing. But apparently not against crits, which is something that a lot of Pokemon at the beginning of the game like to use. So, Tentacool, you're up, and I guess Mankey, because there's not much point in taking 2 normal types into the fighting gym. That's suicide. So, we come to the point in the video again where I have to say, let's train up. The sad part is, training here is not easy. Stuff confuses you. A lot of the Pokemon in this area are flying types. So I can't even have half my Pokemon fight them. Instead, flying types have focus energy. So training gear is a pain in the ass. And then I could use the cave actually. The cave doesn't really improve much because the cave has Zubat, which Nincada can't fight. The cave has rock types, and then the cave has fighting types, at least for this first floor. So I guess I can spam away Bug Bite. I also have to remember that when Nincada hits 20, I have to make sure I have an open slot. But yeah, prepare for another training montage, because that's all what we wanted. Another training montage. Yeah, and Mankey's so frail that I can't even swap it in on a Geodude, which is really unfortunate. So here we are again. And oh, Rhyhorn's here. Right. If this thing got a rock move, I'd be screwed. Because Rhyhorn's a little too strong. So yeah. Honestly, this is one of the things that I have to say about a lot of ROM hacks. They do a lot wrong in terms of progression. And I can say I've done the same too. But like the ROM hacks I've made were very unpolished, and they were very, very, very amateur because it was like the first times I was doing it and whatnot. And I can say without a doubt that there's definitely better ways I could have spread out certain things. But a lot of like the ROM hacks I did was mostly just like adjusting game, adding new stuff. And like adding in, making it so that you could actually catch all the Pokemon in the decks, type of thing. That's all I really ever did. But there's a lot of like ROM hacks. Like there's a lot of ROM hacks that I see and I think, oh, this like is cool. Like it adds their own Pokemon and whatnot or something like that. And I think that's cool. But there's this one. I'm gonna use this one as an example because it was really bad. It was really, really bad in terms of the level progression. I think it was called... I forget what it was called. But essentially, it was like... Essentially, the problem was that the very... Like, so the first route of the game is like a snow route. And it's like, okay, that's cool. And so all the like Pokemon at the start were either, I think there was only like 3 or 4 Pokemon that you could find on the first route, and they were ice, flying, and there might have been one normal type. And that's problematic because of the fact that the very first gym was a quote-unquote bug gym. This quote-unquote bug gym for the gym leader had 2 Pokemon that were bug and rock type. And I had started with the fire starter. So my whole team consisted of flying types, ice types, and fire types. That was my entire team, and the gym leader had 2 Pokemon with Rock Slide. Rock Slide! And those bug and rock types are also very bulky. I think it was Anorith and Shuckle. I think, or it might have been Lily. I don't know. It was one of the fossil Pokemon and it was Shuckle. They are very bulky, and they were given strong moves. They were given Rock Slide, which is a strong move at the start of the game. Okay? So I had to do a lot of grinding. A lot of grinding to be able to actually beat my opponent because if I did not one-shot them, they would one-shot me. That's how it ended up being. That's just not fun. But the reason why I had to do so much grinding, and when I say so much grinding, I'm talking about like time spent grinding, was because all the wild Pokemon were ridiculously low level. They were, you know, the first gym leader, like this. I'm talking about like this is like the very first route where there's probably only 2 trainers, maybe if that, which it was still bad because the trainers themselves were also low leveled. Not something that you didn't notice at first, but once you first started to progress, it became very obvious that the trainers were clearly lower level than what they probably should have been. But the wild Pokemon were just so under-leveled. So you started with low-level Pokemon, and you were trying to get up to like level 15, or level 15 to 18, realistically, because there was just nothing you could do against the opponent. Like, you know, normally the game always gives you an option to beat your opponent. And you think, oh, it's a bug gym, so you have a flying type. Yeah, but the bug and rock types resist, like the rock type of the bug and rock types resist flying anyway, so I'm only doing neutral damage. Like realistically, there should have been a steel type to beat that gym. But you know, in all the games, it's like there's always something to help you beat the gym. There's always something. In Fire Red, you have access to Primeape. And then, yeah, so you have access to Primeape to help beat Brock. You have access to Oddish to beat, it's either Oddish or Bellsprout, but I think it's Oddish. You have access to a Grass type to beat Misty. Granted, it is not as amazing, and you also have access to Pikachu as well if you want to go back to Viridian Forest. And it's not as good. It Blaziken. Like the Grass types aren't amazing to beat Misty because I think she has Psybeam or something like that on her Starmie, so that can be a little bit tricky. But technically, you could also train the Magikarp into Gyarados, and then you have a Pokemon that resists water moves as well. Yeah, and then so you've got options. For Lieutenant Surge, there's Dugtrio Cave, or Diglett Cave or whatever. You get the idea. You have access to Diglett, and there's also Sandshrew in the route over as well. And then I think you could also have gotten a Geodude as well by this point. So you've got options for that. When it comes to Erica's a bit of a ways off, so you're gonna encounter a lot of Pokemon in the time between there. But Erica, you can get a Growlithe or a Ponyta, I think, depending upon what the game is. Can't remember that one exactly either. But you get access to a fire type. You can also get the Eevee, and make that into a Flareon, or whatever you want it to be. And then after that point, you start running out of things to actually use against people. Since the psychics, like Koga, there's not a lot of psychic types, and even then, your psychic types will take a lot of damage from Koga's Pokemon just because of how the game's set up. But like by that point, it doesn't matter because everything's like on par anyways. Like you have ways around the fact that you don't have like type advantage, so to say. Like you don't have type disadvantage because Koga's like poison. Then like you don't have a dark type for Sabrina, but Sabrina's Pokemon are really frail. And yeah. So, like, the game gives you a lot of different ways of being able to... Oh, yeah, and for Erica, you can also go grab a flying type. I forgot. But the game gives you a lot of different ways to beat the trainers. For Emerald, you have access to... I think you have access to Meryl. And then, obviously, you have access to Shroomish. You have access to Wingull, which one could say is not as good against Roxanne because it's a flying type. But it's still, like, it's still a decent option because it one-shots Geodude. Speaking of Geodude. And then for Brawly, you could catch a Ralts, you could catch Halo. Brawly is actually a little bit harder. He definitely is, like, in terms of, like, going through the game for your first time, Brawly's probably one of the harder trainers to beat. Just also from him having Vital Throw. Vital Throw being, I think he's got Vital Throw on his Makihita. Just Vital Throw just being a good move in general. And then him having Bulk Up is kind of annoying. It's not super frustrating to deal with, but it's kind of like, why? Because most of your moves at this point of time in the game are all physical moves. So yeah, unless you have a psychic type, which if you have a psychic type, you got lucky, because getting an Abra or a Route is difficult. Fake Out. I'm gonna get rid of Leer for it. But okay, so back to my point. So for this ROM hack, the first gym gave you no hard counters. No hard counters. The only hard counter that you could have would be if you started with the water starter. Which once again, not cool. So after spending lots of time grinding away, I was like, this is already showing itself to be a dud. But you know what? Let's keep playing and see how it goes. And the next route was a pain in the ass. Because once again, everything was underleveled and all the trainers that you were fighting were low level. In fact, I think some of them were lower level than the wild Pokemon, something like that. It was really odd. Might be thinking of a different game. Either way, the same problem persisted. Is that this time it got worse because the next gym leader had even stronger Pokemon. And the problem was that you could not train to get up high enough. You could train if you spent a lot of time, but you were gonna have to spend so much time, and that's what I did because I was like, okay, maybe it gets better after this. Maybe, just maybe, it gets better after this gym. Maybe. The problem was that there was, like, just on the route alone, to stall you, to just make your progress halted, they just put in a lot of trainers that were all weak, they were all pushover, and it was just time. It was just time spent that you didn't care about. It was just frustrating. So after the second gym, after doing all that again, which, once again, they did not give you a counter for the second gym because the second gym was a water gym. And you know what? There was 0 Pokemon that you could have had that would have beaten the water gym. Because there was no electric types, there was no grass types. There was none of those on any of the routes. And there was no water types. There were lots of ground and rock types, though, on the second route. Which is just like... why? Like, it's as if the ROM maker wanted you to do bad. Like, it's as if they didn't want you to start with a fire starter. Which is just like, what? It just baffled me. Because I'm sitting here like, I started with the fire starter, and you've given me 0 ways to actually beat your first 2 gyms. Without just ridiculously grinding. Like, how did you expect players to beat this? You know, like, it was just bad. And it was just the fact that the leveling was so poorly done. Gotta be really careful here with Combusken. This thing is what's scary. I had to send in Sableye to deal with this. So yeah, so after the second gym I finished, I was like, okay. We're not playing around anymore. We're gonna speed up. We're gonna speed up, and if it becomes apparent that I have to like hard grind it, like if it becomes apparent that all these issues from before are still a problem, like we're just done. And sure enough, all the wild Pokemon ridiculously low leveled. All the trainers ridiculously low leveled. So many trainers that your time is just being wasted. And the third gym leader, ridiculously high level in comparison to everything else around you. So I was just like, I'm done with it. Just to see if the problem was going to persist again, I turned on cheats, gave myself a bunch of rare candies to beat the third gym leader, went over to the fourth gym, and sure enough, same issue. Ridiculously high level Pokemon. And at that point, I didn't care, like, anymore, because it was like, you were going to have to spend a good 1 to 3 hours training your Pokemon, just so that way you had a chance to... Okay. That's a bad ROM. That is a really, really, really bad ROM. That could have been way better. I have no idea what this is, by the way. Riolu. Cool. Sucks I gotta kill you, though. So yeah. But to my point, so a lot of ROMs are not great. And a lot of it has to do with leveling it. And that ROM was a prime example. A prime example. But like, let me think of a ROM that I've played. What's that one ROM? I can't even remember. There's so many ROMs that I've played, but a lot of them I never finished. It was the ROM where you... I think it's the one where you got like 3 different rivals or something, and one of them is named like Light or something like that. At the start of it, you see Arceus for some reason or something like that. That was okay. But it ultimately, like, almost every ROM comes down to level issues. A lot of them are nice. Really nice. I like the story's not bad. You know, we're not... People that are making these aren't, like, amazing writers or stuff, so I don't really expect a ton in terms of story. But the story's good enough where I'm not like, this is... You swap this out. Sableye is gonna have so much physical attack. But yeah. And so ROM hacks are generally good, that they always fall into the problem of level issues, which is unfortunate. It is hard to balance ROMs. Especially, like, this ROM, you can clearly tell was not made for Nuzlocke purposes. Like, it is not Nuzlocke friendly at all. I don't know why I switched in Whismur against the Vita. That could have been really bad. But yeah, and so some ROMs are not made with Nuzlocks, like, and that's fine. Like, that's whatever. Because I don't mind ROMs giving me, like, a challenge. Because if I was playing, like, through this normally, this would definitely give me a challenge to the point where it's like I have to actually, like, train up stuff. You know, like, it's not like a pushover. I gotta remember, I want to switch in my Whismur against the Zubats, so that way I can fight these faster. I guess, something I didn't do was use my Scouter. I kind of forgot I had this available. terrible IVs for Mankey. Not a surprise. Nice thing is all the EVs that he's getting are actually really good EVs. Because there's no special attackers. There's no Pokemon in there that give special attack EVs. Yeah, Sableye is getting a ton of that. Whismur is gonna end up getting a ton of attack. And Nikita has 31 special. Jeez. Mankey with the 0 special defense or IVs. Not like any of that matters realistically. Oh. Like, if I'm smart, I could go back to Whismur Cave. But, like, the time spent going over there is probably not worth it. I think the play here is to actually go down a level. I got Jump Kick on Mankey. That's actually scary. The reason why that's so scary... Also, let's look at the decks now just to see what the different stuff is. So that we got Zubat, Sableye, Riolu, Mankey, Rhyhorn, Abra, Meditite, and then this last one should be Aaron. Maybe he put stuff on all 3 different floors, whatever. I said I was gonna do 2 encounters here. I did 2 encounters. So Aaron was the other one. So I'm pretty sure you can get Mawile here. I'm pretty sure he added Mawile. Regardless, I said I was gonna do 2 encounters for this cave. I did 2 encounters for the cave. Honestly, I could just go through this cave. I was gonna wait to get Flash to go through it. Just to make it a little bit easier on me, but it's I know where I'm going here. I just might miss an item, and it's not gonna be. It's just gonna end up being. Oh, whoops! Oh, kick that, please. Yeah, I'm just gonna end up probably missing a item. Oh, Mankey almost one-shot it. Nice. Also really low. That's not good. That means I'm really scared to use you now. Let's look at here real fast. So actually everything here is the same. So Aaron was the only thing that was different between floors. Should be a rock here somewhere. Here we go. Got myself an Everstone. Now I have Steel Wing. Not like that matters. Am I strong enough to take on the gym right now? Probably. Take on the gym though, I'm definitely gonna have to leave Tentacool behind on the probable off chance that Nincada evolves. More than likely going to happen. Okay, time to search out all the trainers. And I'm not gonna take any chances for this gym. Yeah, I'm not gonna take any chances. I also want to like train up, Buskin a little bit. And yeah. I also have to think about what I'm doing for the next gym. Because I'm not gonna have Nincada, come time for Watson. Yeah, that Nincada is gonna be long gone. And it's going to have become Ninja and Ninjask. Okay, I might have overleveled a little bit. Technically speaking, though, it's only really 2 of my Pokemon that are over-leveled. I do not consider my Minky to be over-leveled. Reason being, because, I don't consider him to be over-leveled. Reason being is because Minky is very fragile. So he was already struggling. Okay, so we're pretty much at the point where I don't know. We're at the point where I don't know what to expect here. I'm going to assume he has Meditite and Ida. That's what he had in the original. What else he could have? The mystery. I'm going to start with Nincada. Reason being because I wanted to get XP. He's got 4 Pokemon. And he's starting with Croagunk. And he taunted. So I can't... Oh my god, he taunted so I couldn't use Sand Attack. Well, if it wants to keep going for taunt, I'm fine with that. I think the AI is just randomly choosing taunt. That has a berry. Fortunately, the Oran Berry is only healing about 1/4 of its HP. So, not really a problem. There's the sludge. It actually did a lot more than what I thought it would. This is perfect. This is actually exactly what I want, because now he's gonna use his potion, which heals everything, which is fine. Sludge again, okay. Yeah, okay, so this is where it starts to hurt. Does Nincada have shed skin? I forget. Has compound eyes. It's actually nice for Fury swipes. Oh, I should have put on my Quick Claw. Forgot about that. Okay, so pop a potion. Hope he stops using sludge. He's not stopping. Oh no. Can you not? Can you not? Okay, there's a taunt. Okay. Well, I stocked up on a lot of antidotes from before. So... I think Sludge has like a 30% chance to poison. So it's going to happen 2 out of the 3 times it can. I really don't want to burn all my potions just to keep my Nincada alive, because... So the thing is, I could switch in Sableye here, who is obviously the best Pokemon to use in this scenario. He's going to resist the poison moves and whatnot. But then if he gets poisoned, I run into the same problem I am with Nincada, except that I need Sableye to win this battle. Like, without Sableye, I can't win. So far I've seen this thing use 2 moves. Okay, to bring it right into the red, please. Don't hit it again. Don't hit it again. Perfect. 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 I'm actually not gonna heal. Okay. Wow. That was a lot less than what I thought you'd get, buddy. Okay. Does Brawly's AI still make him spam Focus Punch? Let's find out. It does not. Okay, we 2-shot though. Even if it has an Oran Berry, we 2-shot. It has Light Screen. Okay, well that's fine. I don't have any special attackers. Okay. So, I'm higher level than my Nincada, and I'm pretty sure I got about the same amount of XP, and I got more progress on my bar than what Nincada did. Yeah, sure. Make a move for Sand Attack? No, I don't think I need Sand Attack. Okay, Makihita. Sableye, let's go. That was pretty good damage. It healed all of its health back. Wow. I kind of skipped past it there, but I think it had a Citrus Berry. Okay, it's setting up, It's setting up bulk up, so I have to spam Nightshade now. I don't think I had a move to hit Sableye. Riolu's the last one. I think I'm just gonna play it safe and keep Sableye in. Okay. Definitely over-leveled for this. And yeah, I did not, with the trainers being level 17, I thought he would be level 20. He was not. Nevertheless, if I had not caught Sableye, that would have been a tough match where I definitely would have had to have relied on Combustion quite a bit. So, yeah. I think to end off this episode, going to level up Nincada, which might take a while. Even me speeding through it with a lucky... Oh yeah, Nincada had a lucky egg too, and it's... God damn. Nincada just got no XP, man. Nincada. Come on, buddy. You can't do that to me. I also need to level up Wisdom. So... we're definitely going to run into the issue of not having a ground type to deal with Watson. In the PC box, we have a Tentacool that's level 5. So that's an issue. Roxanne, you're a little late on adding me. Ouch, that hurts, man. Sableye can't actually deal damage to that. I guess I have to use Combustion for that. Or I could just not train Nincada here and I could go back to the cave, which is probably the better option. Especially because the cave, in terms of EV, gives me a little bit different stuff. There's only a couple things in the cave that Nincada can't actually beat. So... those things being Rhyhorn and Geodude. So yeah. And not having... not having a ground type. This is gonna be rough. Watson is going to be rough. He is going to definitely wipe out something. Like, I mean, he's definitely gonna wipe out something. I think my only saving grace against Watson is that his Magneton, won't be as effective against me because Combustion and, Anki will both do a good job at making sure that that doesn't really do much. I still have to worry about it being faster than me. Which I don't, like, Magneton's not super fast, but it's fast enough for me to worry about it. But I'm still scared of sending out my Combusken against this Rhyhorn when my Combusken is 21 levels up. Mind Reader. Sure, we'll get rid of Scratch. I don't think I'm ever gonna use Mind Reader, but... So... let's see. Possible things we can pick up to deal with Watson. There is a grass patch area added at the Slateport Beach. That if... assuming it wasn't changed from the last time I played this. Because I did play through this whole thing in version 1.0. But this is version 2.0, so some things may have changed. But assuming nothing has changed, there is a chance I can get a Sandshrew in that grass patch area, which would be pretty good, especially because I believe the ROM maker made Sandshrew stronger. So that would be something I could use against Watson. And then the other option is to just get an electric type. Which is more of a soft counter than anything. Come on. So, and electric type is more of a soft counter than anything. And I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get Electrike. Although getting electric type in general, it would be extremely nice. Just for type diversity, because yeah, right now 2 fighting types. If you count Nincada as 2 Pokemon, I'm gonna have 2 bug types. One of them with 1 HP, so he won't really be good for the purposes of the Nuzlocke, because as soon as I run into a trainer that can kill it, it will kill it. There is nothing I can do about it. But in a sense, it was a free Pokemon anyways, so... yeah, Ninja's trying to learn Screech. Sure. I don't think we need Mind Reader, so we're gonna get rid of that. I think Screech is amazing. Oh, Double Team. Oh yeah, who needs Sand Attack when you've got Double Team? Fury Cutter. Oh boy, who needs Bug Bite when you've got Fury Cutter? Which actually I don't think can miss if he still has Compound Eyes, which he won't because he can't, because it's a Ninja. Because it's got Speed Boost. The stats on my Pokemon are amazing. Like this, 44, I think actually they have the same stats, don't they? Outside of speed. Ninjask has ridiculous speed. We have actually the exact same moods on Shedinja. So, yeah, I got myself an extra Pokemon because I had gotten an Nincada, so that's pretty cool. But, goddamn, I need to end up training Tentacool to beat Flannery, because especially if I don't get a rock or a ground type, Flannery's gonna be a pain in the butt. And even if I do get a rock or a ground type, there's a high chance he has a Pokemon with Sunny Day or Drought. Also, you can tell I'm tired is because I always record these when I'm tired, or at least that's how I've done it for the last two and this one, and do it so that way I actually get tired and fall asleep. So sorry about that. But Flannery's gonna be annoying. Watson's gonna be annoying. And Norman, in theory, shouldn't be hard. In theory, I've got a Ghost type. And Ninja doesn't count as a Pokemon. Ninja is not gonna make it past the next 2 episodes. I say that I should say Ninja is not going to survive a gym leader battle. I'll put it that way. It can't. I can't even bring it into Flannery because it will die instant. I can't bring Ninjask into Flannery either. Ooh, I can't bring Ninjask into Watson either. Oh no, oh no. We're gonna have to go train a whole new team. I can't. Shedinja will die. Ninjask will die. There's no doubts about it. Ninjask will die. Whoops. Maybe I'll give him a quick claw just to try to keep him alive. So, Ninjask will die to Watson. That's I set up a bunch of double teams, and he somehow doesn't one-shot me. But he'll have Shockwave, so double team doesn't matter. Right. I don't know. I can't use Tentacool against Watson. That's out of the question. So, if I don't count Shedinja as a Pokemon, I'll have Mankey, Whismur, Combustion, Sableye. None of those are, like... None of those hard counter him. At all. I soft counter one Pokemon. Or... I guess, yeah, in theory a soft counter. Because... It can still... it will still probably deal a lot of damage to me unless I outspeed and one-shot it. Which, this is assuming he even has a thing. So. But the Zigzagoon I can't use, and Tentacool I can't use. I don't even want to use him. That's gonna be a pain. Level up. So. Oh no, this is gonna be rough. Realistically, this is like 4 hours in now. And it's just like, oh no. I've lost 4 Pokemon. Like 4 hours in. And I've lost all of this. And Jinx would have been great for team composition. Paris. Honestly, I'm not that mad I lost Paris. But it would have been nice. Snubble would have been OP. Intimidate, OP. But it died because crit. And then, losing Wingull, whatever. I'm tired. Losing Wingull, whatever. It sucks, but I couldn't use it against Watson anyways. But oh no. Oh no. Yeah.